Alright guys, jumping right back into the tournament for Pile Wither and Return Sphere, we are going against the Kilika Beasts. Guadalgori's taking on the Albed Sykes. So we've been doing pretty good this tournament. Last time we faced the Kilika Beasts we lost, but we lost on purpose. So that's better, right? I think so. Wait, why am I doing tech copies? They're too high of a level to learn anything. I wonder if that actually matters. I feel like maybe you could learn something. You just have to be really precise with the timing. Huh. I don't know. I'm not too worried about it. We're kind of also at the point where a lot of the abilities we can learn are not easy. Like volley shots, stuff like that. They're very rare to occur, and when we've slept one of their forwards, doesn't make it occur any quicker. So yeah, let's I guess we take the tackle here. And his skin had 74 endurance last game. Now he's got 75. I think this is it. Like, I don't think there's anything at this point. Can anyone stand against that amount of endurance? And no one on the original Aurcohs at 99 can do it, and no other players are level 99. They're all like 60s and 70s that we face. So it feels like there's just not really any competition. At least that's what it feels like. I mean, we'll see, right? Maybe someone will come barreling out that I didn't know about. Alright, well, Letty is going to be pushing up here. Going for the Venom shot. I don't see this being successful. If we get a hand on it, definitely no, because we might just block it outright. Okay, we're not going to block it, but one shoot against, 30 or 43 catch. Not great. Nizarut does resist poison. I was going to say if they volley shot here, I'm going to look really silly, but then I realized I remembered the only person that has volley shot was Kilika, and obviously he's not volley shotting. Can you imagine? You just see him from the back line, and he could do it too. I mean, I don't know if you guys know, but Kilika gets kind of crazy. His levels for shoot drastically increase. Alright, well, Letty with the ball. It's 2 minutes in, and we've got 2 goals, so to say this isn't going well for them is probably fairly accurate. I mean, I think that's a fair statement to make. And Letty gonna go for the shot. I mean, this is where the failure is. I don't know what it is about the AI, but it's never been successful. Has anyone ever shot midfield with 2 defenders and then been successful? I feel like no. I feel like I've never seen that happen to me. I mean, maybe it happens here. Maybe Letty somehow super tackles through, and then I lose the ball, and then, Christmas is canceled. We all, go back to work. I don't know what the plan is here for the Aurcohs. They're just floundering at the core of what they're doing. They're just floundering. They just don't have an answer, and then they just kind of hang around. Like, it doesn't make sense. So they're doing I guess a form of flatline. Let's push to Iskin here. I do wish there was more like formation-based stuff in Blitzball. There's a lot of opportunity too. I mean, you think about like getting real in depth. Like if you just do something dumb. Like let's just say every single zone you inhabit like has a number. Like, you can make it really simple, like midfield zone, left defender zone, right defender zone, and then you could assign individual players to those zones, and then have like a zone defense and zone offense, and like, I don't know, cool stuff like that, I don't know. I think the reason it makes sense to me is because if you remember during the storyline game, right? Waka like signaled for players to go in specific areas, so it would honestly just as make as much sense for you to be able to signal players to go to specific zones. I think one of the core difficulties with that is you have to program how the opponent reacts to that, and that might not necessarily be a breeze to do, you know? I mean, it's the AI already is a little bit silly, and having to like consider like, you know, if player goes here, do this, seems like it'd just be like a not good time. But Lenny pushing up here. I mean, 3 seconds left. I don't believe this is going to make it. It's going to be 3-0 going into the halftime. And I think we're actually in a good enough spot to probably pull Nizarut out of the goal. Like, I really don't feel threatened by this team at this point. They are not, they're not performing how I would expect them normally to. I mean, I guess they are performing how I expect them to. I just, you know. The last game we had against them was a lot tougher. And granted, we, like, let them win. There was moments where we didn't want them to score, like, because they had already scored once, and then they scored anyways. So, I mean, there was more pressure. But this one, they didn't even threaten a legitimate shot. At least it feels like they did. I don't recall them ever taking an action where I was like, oh no, like, they might score. It was always just like, okay, Letty, you believe you can make that shot. You try, but bad idea. Kilika with the ball. We're going to pull back here. We're probably going to get pressure on the back line. Sometimes what happens is if we score in a half and then kind of leave them alone, like they'll leave us alone. You know, we'll have a whole peace party. But this early in the game, generally they don't just move on. They're gonna kind of press. They're gonna press the offensive here against us. So. We'll have to be ready for that. I'll pass to Kilika here. We could also pass to Vorja, which I might do just to open up some space. I think that makes sense. I don't know. I'm like 20% sure. That's pretty sure, right? So let's pass to Vorja. The match to Nizarut. And Nizarut's the main prize. He's the one we really want to level up, so we can kind of play this like pass between game. Pass to Kilika. She's also under leveled, but I'm not incredibly concerned about that. I don't know. I really do. Let's actually push up here. I really do feel like the goalie is so underrepresented in like the vast like pool of experience that gets shared around. So that's why I kind of feel the need to pull Nizarut out and all that stuff. And it's worked fantastically, I'll say. He's a lot higher level than he would have been if he just stayed in the goal. And we would be playing thousands of games of Blitzball if we didn't bring our goalies out. Granted, that being said, we've played well over 1,000 games of Blitzball on this channel. But we would be playing. I'm gonna make a bold claim. We could potentially play over 10,000 games of Blitzball if just on these journeys if we didn't bring the goalie out. I mean, you think worst case scenario, you get four experience each game, and then that's 2,500 or like 2,000 games, let's say. And then there's several teams, so you could definitely hit over 10,000, and then you also got the perfect Blitzball team, which also adds to that. So, I mean, how many teams are there? That's 7, right? That's 7 teams, because perfect Blitzball team and then the default teams. So, yeah, definitely over 10,000. I don't know if we'll actually ever play over 10,000 games. Maybe. It's tough to say. I feel like the channel's already like grown a lot larger than I thought it would. I never really expected to record as much Blitzball as I have. I never expected people to even really watch that much, you know. I just thought it was a cool thing to do. Here we are, passing between Nizarut and Kilika. And we're close. I mean, I mentioned it so much, but like on the grand scheme of things, like we're really close to finishing the series. Like, because you have the perfect Blitzball team, which unrelated, I would argue, probably. Luca Goers, Ronso Fangs, Guado Gories, Kilika Beasts, Albed Sykes, Poseidon Aurochs. Because we're nearly halfway through the Kilika Beasts, then we have the Albed Sykes and Aurochs, but we're over 50% for sure. On the general idea of, like, you know, the teams. And then I have some cool ideas I wanna try. One of my series. So one of the things I'm trying to figure out what I don't like about some of the games, and I think, not to toot my own horn, but I think the predictability of a win is a big issue, and that's why actually the fan games are so fun. And I think I have a solution with a new series where we might lose a lot, but we could also win. It all depends on us. But that'll be coming up after all these. Anyways, Nizarut does level up. More endurance, attack, HP, catch. So that's good stuff. Newbie Ronso's contract with the Albed Sykes has expired. Pogwado signed a contract. Okay. So we 3-0 the Beasts. Glory's 4-2 against the Sykes. We are claiming our pile wither. Hey, Dean. Sweet. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. When you come back, we're going to be playing more Blitzball. Till next time.